The Feat of Pots. Kona has details to share concerning the forthcoming Feat of Pots. Maybe I have to, like, collect a bunch of pots or smash them like fucking Link? The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. Ah, I also ran into the Levailleur twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know what the feat is starting. But even now, he's conscientious to a fault. I mean, as siblings, they seem to get along well. He's probably just trying to help. Anyway, let's not keep Redirock waiting. Although she's probably not going to like that because she's going to want to feel independent. So the last thing you need is your brother giving you a helping hand when he's also the competition. I feel like he's probably one of those characters where, like, he actually really cares, but he has a very difficult time showing emotion without coming across as, like, either arrogant or, you know, just bad first impressions, basically.
Redirock thanks you for assisting Help Hand Rakarok. She'll announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer.
Are they gonna talk? Voiced dialogue? God damn it. Is it just me, or does it... I mean, yes, we're really early still in the MSQ, but there's been a bunch of times where I'm like, this would be a nice time for it to be voiced, or this other time would be really nice, and it's just like no voices. I don't know. Maybe we were spoiled with, like, Endwalker. Endwalker felt like it had a lot of voice dialogue. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh well. I'm happy to report we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. What does that sound? Is that a goblin? Oh. These guys strutting in.
Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and new Potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zoraal Ja. He cleared the many piles of rockfall as they were pebblestones, the resilient son for Dawn Servant.
He's not even paying attention to them. Zoraal Ja was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. I'm sure he has an agenda. Well, we meet again. Oh, and then it's the asshole. This guy he's like the Biff from Back to the Future. Just coming in to just piss everybody off and be annoying. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Of course.
Claimants, your attention please. As Redirock has explained, many of our Potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliolal merchants will suffer. So Redirock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us.
Wait, we already know the goldsmith. Is this literally why that Elzen talked to us? I mean, come on. It's like, not Chekhov's gun. It's like Chekhov's Elzen. The one memorable Elzen we've come across, other than myself, so far. So we're to recruit new Potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne?
You're free to refuse Redirock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zoraal Ja's disqualification.
Uh-oh. Zoraal Ja's gonna tell this dude to shut the fuck up. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Wait, is he really gonna refuse? No, whatever.
Then Redirock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps.
Yes, don't do any weird tongue flaps, please. How is this guy going to convince somebody? You can't threaten them. The elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Just throw money at somebody. Which is exactly what we should do. One Piece villain laugh. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. That nasty brute is up to something. He's always up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again like he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. I mean, he was actually eyeing Zoraal Ja, so is he going to try to screw him over this time? What do you think, Wuk Lamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know, just don't let me suggest. I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. Oh, me! I know. I'm a goldsmith, although I don't want to stay here permanently. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Duels to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I know? God damn it. I suppose we could try asking around Wachimeki? But, okay. That seems like a logical place to start. Back to Tuliyola it is. See, okay. I would have been way more impressed if she already remembered the guy we literally talked to just the other day. And didn't have to wander around Wachimeki or whatever it's called. Wait, does that mean we'll have to take the boat again? No! We can literally use the aetheryte crystal. What? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. How is this but we know this, though. Gaddes has this look like he's like, yeah. Wuk Lamat, this is hardly news. Yeah, did she actually think she was hiding that from us? But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? Oh my god. I thought she said she was gonna man up or whatever. She's reverted back to kitty cat. I'm positive, mostly. Oh my god. How about we just put her to sleep? Like a nice sleep spell? She won't even think about it, and then we just wake her up when we're back. I mean, is she not able to attune to aetherites? Oh well, okay, we got back. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? Ihukatamumu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I could help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropely can help recruit us a potsworn. Also, she doesn't have to ride the boat back with the artisan. We could ride the boat with the artisan, she could just teleport there. It's not like we're all attached at the hip. She doesn't have to take the boat just because we would take the boat. Oh well. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachimeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropely. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So now Ropely is going to suggest this guy instead of us? So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on their offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? Me! I mean, not me, but like, I know. That Eorzean goldsmith, what about him? What of the Ellison man who just started working here?
What of the Ellison man who just started working here?
Us Ellisons gotta stick together, you know. You mean Fontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the Salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving up a little up the river. And we also have goblins in Idleshire and stuff, so he probably is already acquainted with that. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? I can just ask him and find out. There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Zabiab Tai. Taco time? Then maybe we should go talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him feeling intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. That is kind of rough to do to somebody. After that whole travel, they finally get a job and it's like, hey, do you want to uproot yourself and go to an even more, not reclusive, but like, it's definitely not a main city. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. But these are also not like permanent jobs, right? It's like a contract. So he might like a contract gig. Oh, Gaddes, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? In the rain, though? It's raining. I just need to get a little watering done on my face. Ah, how refreshing. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. How about we uproot all that right now? That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right now if you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. We're not going to make him feel like he owes us, are we? We're guilt-tripping him into this. So that's the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachimeki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pack instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I am now official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and claimants, including you, of course. Now, you'll recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. Oh, so he wants peace. He doesn't want a warmonger. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolian that I want... Is it Tuliolin? Yeah, Tuliolin. That I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fontaine, thank you. I shall return to Master Rupley and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. spreading the Ellison around. Perhaps you remember me? Wuk Evu, owner of the Zabla of Tai? I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wuk Lamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Oh, you should believe it. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Oh, role quests! You can gain access to role quests. Speak with Wuk Evu at Zabla of Tai and pursue new adventures as you progress through the Rite of Succession. How are the role quests? Are they as good as the Endwalker ones? I mean, some of them weren't that great. We all know I did not really enjoy the one in Gridania. Because I don't like Gridania. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but, I'm sure he figured it out. Fontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it's a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own hand-picked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachumeki Meki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know any other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Oh, is this like a lead-in to like a craftsman kind of quest? I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here is brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the Moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumeki Meki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. Let's get back on that boat, unnecessarily. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready. But you still have a little time. We're gonna have like a little sit down with some food. Splendid! We shall meet you anon. I want tacos. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Oh, deliveries for Wachumeki Meki. Cool. I need to level my goldsmithing and weaver. Oh, we got a fucking thumbnail. That means something important's gonna happen, right? A father first. Wuk Lamat needs to pay a visit to the palace. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Alright. Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Gaddes of the Third Promise's entourage? I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this to Wuk Lamat. Uh-oh. Looks like the dad's gonna ask me about how Wuk Lamat's been doing. But he doesn't want her to know. Let's go tattle on her. I was always bummed that we didn't get to fight him in the trailer fight and that we walked in on Estinian, essentially. There's 2 times already that the cool trailer thing is not what we get to do as the Warrior of Light. The first time was when Graha actually fought those 2 red dragons that the Warrior of Light fought in the Endwalker trailer. And then the second one was the fight against the big guy, Wuk Lamat's dad, where Estinian was doing the cool shit. I feel like trailer Warrior of Light is just canonically cooler than us because they get primed for all this awesome stuff. Meanwhile, we're like just doddering around, nodding our heads and stuff, and just like picking up, fetch quest shit. It's like there's a definite disconnect between Warrior of Life imagined and Warrior of Life like reality. Not light, not life. I mean, you know what I mean. The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Did you not see this painter in front of you? I'm gonna smash a paintbrush in his big faces. I mean, he probably knows who we are, right? Like, in terms of what we've accomplished.
Forgive me these sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Oh, okay. Let's go. I'm gonna paint all of you. Ever since I thought that he sounded kind of like Ricardo Montalban, I can't, like, unhear it now. Oh. He's like, I've been waiting to have some action.
And they call me head of Resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Yeah. Yes. Why don't we find out? So long as neither of us gets too carried away, I'm not interested in fighting you. Oh, wait, is he saying I'm not interested because, like, I'm too above you to fight you? Or because you don't want to start some shit? I wish, unfortunately, knowing this game, if I picked I'm not interested in fighting you, it's because you don't want to cause problems. You're trying to be a good little boy, a good little warrior of light, and not make anything harder for Wuk Lamat. But if I could pick the reason, it'd be like, dude, I don't want to stomp you flat. That would make me feel bad, you know, because then your daughter's going to be sad about it. Just do a little bravado. Not even bravado. We've killed, you know, the thing at the end of the universe. Like, how do you get higher than that, really? Look, let's say so long as neither of us gets too carried away. The last thing I want to do is, like, kill an old man.
So long as neither of us gets too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender.
That's right.
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. Expect no other mercies.
How nice of you.
Come! Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales.
Take out the paintbrush. This is so much better with a Pictomancer. Of course it would look badass if you were the Viper for this, but I mean, come on. He does a big swoosh with a fucking paintbrush. I'll show you with this paintbrush. All right, let's set up our little paints, our happy little mallets. Okay, that's what you asked for, old man.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember! Let's test the waters.
What? So don't get in on that side then? Hit you with a happy little rainbow.
They didn't even blink. I see you know the Viper style.
Wait, what?
Let's see how you handle this.
What if you didn't unlock Viper? Would he still say that? Oh, shit. Okay, that wasn't that clear. So maybe this is the other way? It's like, as I'm a Pictomancer, I've seen you learn, learn the Viper. Like, no one thought I was gonna do this as a Pictomancer, apparently. What the fuck? Ah, it's cheap.
Resolve and reason kingdom. All right.
Okay, am I just gonna let him fireball me? Knock it off!
Ha! Did you think you had my measure?
Okay.
Take this!
What is that?
Still holding up?
What? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay.
We're far from finished.
What? If I go the other way, huh? This again?
No more holding back.
What the fuck? Oh, man.
Stay alert.
This is like the Pictomancer part of the song anyway, though. Alright, what are you gonna do now? Something different? Just one? Oh. Oh no. Ah, God. He's gonna do something weird, isn't he? Oh, I thought that red guy was gonna dash. I guess not.
You'll fight well indeed.
This one's safe? Okay, never mind. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I fucked up. I fucked up! But healing pots with me. Ow! Okay. Well, my health is not looking great. fuck. Okay, so this thing again. Oh, it's going this way. Ruby stars. Oh, it must be giving me some kind of, like, instanced regen, because, like, I just noticed my health went way up. It shouldn't have, but it did.
You really are formidable.
What is that? Wait, what? 6 of them? What do you do? Okay.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Find the sweet spot. Wait, what? Did that actually hit me? Okay, it's getting a little... Come on. And then you get to do a limit break, you piece of shit. What the fuck? Come on. Give me a limit break.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough. I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
Wake it up.
Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Man, where's the Estinian's having like a fucking solo adventure this time around, whereas I'm getting like stuck with everybody else. Just watch like when he finally regales us with whatever he's been up to. It'll be something epic.
Confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here.
Okay.
I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter.
All right, I kind of figured. In any other situation, this would feel like one of those things where it's like the boyfriend has to meet the dad and get their approval. Now, I am not the boyfriend, but he's basically kind of doing the same sort of scenario.
In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger.
Is he seasick? What if they had some funny quirk about this super huge tough guy, where it's like his one weakness, he gets really seasick?
But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way.
So am I her mentor or her bodyguard?
Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
Okay.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far,
Oh,
what is your impression of Lamat?
you want me to be honest? It's probably not what he wants to hear.
Whether he be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
Oh! She's young, but she has potential. She's not ready to rule. Ooh. Look, the only potential I see from her, and it's not a bad thing, it is potential, is that she cares about the people in her nation, and she wants everybody to get along. I think knowing the people of each region, knowing what they do, knowing their cultural values, etc., is a valuable thing. That said, I've still, and this is something I mentioned last time, I've yet to see concrete examples of what she would do. I'm not satisfied with somebody just saying, I want peace. Okay, what are you going to do to secure that, though? What steps are you going to take? What does that mean for how those regions function? Like, what are they going to need to do to secure that peace? Because it's not just going to be everybody holding hands and making flower crowns, you know? It's going to take some actual thought, to which I have not seen from her yet. I'm going to be brutally honest because I'm the warrior of light, and I've seen some shit. I don't think she's ready yet.
She isn't ready to rule.
Well, I did ask you to speak your mind, but agreed, she's not ready for the throne. Not yet.
Okay. At least we both agree on that.
Lamat thinks she understands our many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized.
Yeah, every candidate has a problem.
As potential rulers, all 4 claimants are lacking.
This is why, yet again, I don't see why there has to be a singular leader. I think the best of both worlds would be for both Wuk Lamat and Kona to jointly rule. I mean, hey, you could use it as the example of like, look, the previous rulers had 2 heads. This is just kind of a spiritual successor to that. You have him handle all the logistics and the innovation side of things, and you have her handle the people side of things. And then I think everybody will be happy. Because then you have also 2 different people advising one another about the elements that they're best at. Instead of just lumping it into like one person and expecting that one person to be like a catch-all. Because like Gaulool Ja Ja clearly knows what the fuck he's doing. But that's not something that everybody can do.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
All right, interesting. Going for the long play.
And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
Oh, that's not good though. If these guys are busting their ass, or not busting their ass in the case of Bakool Ja Ja, somebody's going to be pretty pissed if he denies them the seat after they technically win it. So say Bakool Ja Ja actually wins. If he says he won't yield the throne, somebody's going to be like, well, I'm going to fucking take it by force because I did everything you told me to do. And it's going to get nasty. Because he's technically an old guy and someone's gonna go down. It's probably gonna be him. That's risky.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow.
It's interesting when he says that. I've not really seen... Like, we've been trying, I guess, to mentor Wuk Lamat, or at least guide her towards better solutions. It kind of feels like Thancred and Urianger are kind of hanging back. Like, yes, they are with Kona, but that instance earlier where Kona was kind of coming to a realization where it's like, he's missing some things. Thancred wasn't exactly forthcoming with... Because, like, he clearly knew what Kona was missing out on, and he didn't suggest it. So why even bother having assistants if they just kind of are like weird vestigial limbs and they don't really... I mean, they're there, but they're not really there for you in the way that other people are. Like how we are for Wuk Lamat.
I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, love them and being loved in turn.
Unless, my brain is still thinking, unless they're there as like a kind of reconnaissance. Like, sure, they think on paper they're like, yeah, we'll help Kona, but their real agenda is to observe and even see if he's like suitable or not.
Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I guess.
I knew it.
Wait, don't tell me she'd listen to the whole thing.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you.
Okay, so she didn't hear that. I was worried she heard the whole thing, and it's like, oh great, now I have to deal with angst about that. But no.
You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Can you imagine him trying to challenge Kryl? Tiny Lalafell versus gigantic Moblins. Like, I see these pictomancers are strong.
Watch over her, champion.
He starts getting interested in fighting pictomancers after trying the Warrior of Light once. He just tracks them all down to challenge them.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset.
Ah.
The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings. And no good can come of it.
So he doesn't even like his own actual, like his own flesh and blood son as the candidate. Interesting. Alright, well that was enlightening. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoraal Ja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious, though. Did Papa want anything else of you? Just a sparring partner. She doesn't need to know. Well, if that's all it was. Oh, god damn it. Okay, throw out shit. Need to get rid of these things, though. The shape of peace. Wuk Lamat thinks it's time to gather her allies for the road ahead. still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forard Cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? I think the duel with Gaulool Ja Ja was like the first time we actually got voiced dialogue in a while, right? They really are skimping on that. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fonjatane. Maybe you'll like it. Shall we depart for Earthenshire then? Oh. Wait, is this what's his face? Why is he here? A word before you go. Wuk Evu? Or Wuk Evu? Yeah. Wuk Evu, what are you doing here? Ah, I spent my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Don't cry about it, it's fine. Oh god, here we go. They both do the things they don't need to do. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh onto taco meat. Ew. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. Alice. Oh, she didn't see that before, did she? Wait, was she with us when we first met him? What was that all about? I had come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, it's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Zoraal for 1,000 years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of gold towers. Others suggest it is more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Maybe it's like one of those twists where they like it so much they don't want to leave? Probably not, though. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wuk Evu. Yeah, he didn't give us the silly greeting. I guess that was in the Hanu Hanu area, though. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yakui. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fonjatane safely into the Moblins' care. Yeah, we gotta get him set up in a little teapot house. Hopefully it's like not too small for him. We get a meanwhile. Oh god. Meanwhile, in Kozumauka. It's the bad music.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected.
A bunny?
Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilian sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Who is he telling this to?
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
This guy has no inner monologue. He's just saying shit out loud where anybody could hear it. Would not be good with a place that would have, like, espionage or people, like, listening in at every corner.
Step aside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these guys gonna fight?
There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Maybe she doesn't want any of
Do
this.
not be foolish, Bakool Ja Ja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy.
Fight, fight, fight.
Draw your weapon. Face me in battle and learn your place.
Is he a viper? I guess so.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
What?
Too scared to make the first move?
It's just gonna cut out your Achilles heel or something.
Then allow me!
Oh! Is this one hit? The kidney punch?
But he's just a runt.
This guy got humbled. What say you, huh?
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
They're all just shocked. So that guy's just a bunch of hot air? Although, he was giving Wuk Lamat a hard time.
Your part in this is far from over.
Run, lady. Just you don't want any of this. Just go back to wherever you came from. Oh, well, yeah, come on. You can't keep voicing it. Instantly back to not voiced. We're back, and we brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Fanjatane, also I want to hear how they say his name officially. A talented goldsmith who worked at Eshtame's Aesthetics in Ul'dah.
Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, third promise.
Wait, so even Kona didn't come back yet?
And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Help Hand will show you to the work pot.
This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fanjatane. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. Nod, nod.
You have reached met the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Redorak presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing.
It's a little blue candy. That makes 3. Oh, there they are. Who did they bring?
More Potsworn candidates? Come, come, tell Red Rock your tales.
Wait, so he brought someone from Sharlayan, I thought he said? Or that was just his previous idea? I guess we don't find out. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh, you're doing well. I expected nothing less of Zoraal Ja's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Sharlayan knowledge you so cherish and arm Zoraal with weapons of Magitech design. Weapons, huh? In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. Zoraal Ja's not even saying this stuff himself. This dude's just doing his own schemes. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Sharlayan. Was that the reason, though? I mean, but they were so out of... Everybody else was practically in Garlean's, like, backyard, and vice versa. But Sharlayan is, like, off to the side, like, on its own island. So that's very inconvenient for Garlemald to go after. That may well be true, but how long will it take Tuliolal to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Sharlayan whole. What? What does that accomplish, though? Does he not understand that even assimilated regions don't instantly just become, like, another hand, another arm? You know, like, it's not overnight. You're gonna have infighting, you're gonna probably have unrest, you're gonna have rebellions. I think this guy's... I don't know what he thinks he's doing. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. The Thancred knows. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. This is presuming that you don't incur your own massive costs. Is this free combat fees for some reason for Tuliolal? How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. This guy does not do well in debates.
Redrock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliolal, there were no pacts for this Potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Gaulool Ja Ja arrived, the families of the grab-snatched pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gaulool Ja Ja just wanted to talk.
Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Now this is the smart head, the reason head doing this. I wonder if the twist is going to be that, like, the reason head got permanently exhausted from decades or more of essentially leading the charge on all this stuff. Because the other guy did the heavy lifting physically, but the head of reason clearly, like, set all this framework. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true?
And so began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gaulool Ja Ja's words were wise. Joy smiles did bring indeed...
Fucking gobby talk is making my tongue tied.
Gaulool Ja Ja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine.
So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot pacts.
Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life.
The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. Why does this dude keep speaking for him? I think this dude has his own agenda, like a fucking Loki to Thor kind of thing, or he just wants to usurp. Be the one whispering in Zoraal Ja's ear and have him actually do stuff. We should be getting on as well. Bakool Ja Ja never did come back, did he? He's probably feeling very shitty right now.
Do you have a moment, third promise? Rock will repay you for hand helping with Kahe. He brings a tale of the Golden City.
That's very convenient. Really? I'd love to hear it.
The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds.
Wait, this is in the sky now? I guess my brain was thinking it was somewhere underground or, like, hidden in a cave. Or past a cave. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rock, where did you hear that particular tale?
From our longtime Yakhoi friends. They live up in the mountains in Irkopacha.
Oh, we're probably going there. I thought we were going there before. But I guess we can't climb up the long-ass mountain. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Irkopacha Highland should be easy enough to reach from here. Well, why didn't we do that first? We were already there doing the stupid Pelu Pelu stuff. We could have just kept going from there. If we leave Earthenshire for the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. Looks like the trail's going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone's ready for some climbing. Third promise. Bright-haired Tanawatan man. I'm glad I caught you. Red Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. Uh-oh. Oh, this is good. She said there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long if you please follow me. This isn't a trap, is it? I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. And she gets kidnapped. Because it's only her going somewhere. Be one of those cases where, why didn't at least one of you go with her? This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Doesn't she have a link pearl? Shouldn't you just go, hey, what's the holdup? Perhaps there are complications? Well, let's keep waiting instead of link pearling or calling her. That charge bar was a lot more impatient for the third one. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only one road. I don't know if that's like... That also just sounds almost like an insult. Like someone's so dumb that they can't follow the one path to get back to where they came from. I wouldn't... Oh my god. I wouldn't underestimate Wuk Lamat's sense of direction or lack thereof. What is she, Zorro? Fortunately, she has a link pearl. You should have called her the first time. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? God, Alphino, I think you're slipping. Uh-oh. Gonna go right to voicemail. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire? If she did get kidnapped? 'Twas Redrock who had business with her, yes? When the fuck happened? Because that was Kona's artisan, right? It's not like it was Zoraal Ja or somebody else that would have maybe an ulterior reason to draw her away. Unless Kona's trying something sketchy now? Trust nobody.
Back again so soon?
Well, that's not a good sign. She's like, why are you here? We've come looking for Wuk Lamat. Did you not send someone to fetch her?
Redrock did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here.
Oh, what if the guy wasn't actually the artisan? He just tried to make himself look slightly like the artisan to pretend. I mean, I couldn't tell the difference. All heroes look the same to me. And who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you'd left already. Okay, so he didn't do it. Where is Lamatide? Is she not with you? Yeah, well, we were dumb and we didn't, like, use the link pearl immediately when we probably could have, and we let too much time elapse, and now she's gone. You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou wouldst worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. So who's pairing up with who? Oh, I get to work with Kona, huh? Gaddes and I should work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. Alright. Then the rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. Huh. I wonder if this is that one Moblins Ja's scheming, the one that's always like speaking up for Zoraal Ja. We'll be on our way. Right, keep in touch. Now I can bond with the green cat boy. Did you guys know that originally when Gaulool was being developed, they almost made him green? Makes me wonder if that's why Kona is green. It's like a leftover, like, hey, let's actually use this green design now. Come, we should begin our search. Lost Promise. Kona is anxious to begin the search for Wuk Lamat. If Lamatide was returning to Earthenshire from the west, then she should have passed through here, except Redrock swears she didn't see her. In which case, it's entirely possible that Lamati never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance.
The third promise. Mobby's been standing at his post with diligent eye-watchings. He's seen no claimants pass this way.
What of a Tonwata with brightly colored hair?
Mobby knows something of this one. He hears tongue flaps about a Pelu peddler in many fires who's attacked by a crazy hair bandit on the road.
Oh, this is the bandit group we mentioned, like, at the beginning. A bandit, you say? Thank you, you've been most helpful. Time to murder some bandits. My sister is clearly not here, though I wish it were otherwise. We must consider the possibility that the Tonwatan messenger and the brigand described by the sentry are one and the same, and that Lamati is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry to many fires. I'd like a word with this peddler, should they still be around. Is there something I could help you with? I'm told you are the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember. Second promise? It was that scoundrel Wakesa who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wakesa and his gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pel. But with no fresh quarry coming from the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. She actually got caught by bandits? Unless she's trying to negotiate with them now. Maybe by the time we find them, they'll all be buddies. If we're dealing with like a Luffy or one of those kind of situations. Like making friends with everyone you meet? Little wonder he went after Lamati. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. What say you to a small deception? I will assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to learn Wakesa out of hiding. To lure Wakesa out of hiding. Then when he comes sniffing about, we catch the rat by the tail. Are you gonna somehow make yourself not green? Because that's a pretty distinct look. Just let me do it. He doesn't know what I look like, right? An excellent plan, and I have just the right garments for your disguise, at an especially discounted price, of course. Always money with these things. A brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. What is the outfit? But his hair, he still looks like him though. Cover your head. Now we lay the bait. I'll precede you to the many fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way how you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone or some such. I don't know about this plan. This is a bit of a flaky plan. If they had done this in a funny way, they should have given him like a ridiculous mustache or like a little straw brush kind of mustache to put on. Then that would have been perfect. If Wakesa is as coin-hungry as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. We let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Okay. And then he also gets kidnapped. What if I'm looking the wrong way at the wrong time? I don't see him get taken. Time to play our parts. Oh, now I'm actually following his lead. Alright. Lead the way, Catboy. There, that's the Zoraal fellow. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you put on an appropriate display, we can continue to our next performance. Don't make me type happy, goddammit. A rare gemstone from that Hitsaro merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. He does like a hip thrust when he's like when the Ellisons are happy. Like like, oh yes, you're very happy with the gemstone, I see. A good start, but I would make certain Wakesa is aware of me. Let's continue. That Moblin over there looks amenable to conversation. Stage is yours, Gaddes. Enthusiastic Moblin.
Ha!
So stupid.
Had Sorrow sold you a sparkle stone for your collection? Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mobby's happy for your happiness. Mobby's also jealous of the merchant and all the jingly shine he must have made.
Somehow that translates to all that stuff that you said. That should be enough, but perhaps one last act to drive it home. Do you see that cheerful Pelu? Tell him of the tale of your precious gemstone and we'll be done with this part of the charade. Well... You can't just be normally happy, us male Ellison. A passing peddler has the very gemstone you sought for your collection. That is a stroke of luck. And I'll wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some Pell of my own. Who knows? Maybe opportunity will find me, even as it found you. Aye. Nope. Very obvious hiding person. Is this the actual same guy? Does he only work alone? For a bandit leader to do his own banditing, it's kind of funny. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat purse and no sellswords is tempting fate, so I shall make Earthenshire my last stop and then return forthwith to Tuliolal. Saying this super loud. Fucking jerk. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. You played your part to perfection, Gaddes. A man of many talents, just as Thancred and Urianger described. I literally just went at 3 people, but okay. Now let us find Wakesa and let's lure Wakesa out and spring our trap. A brother's duty. Koana wishes to execute the final stage of his plan. Let's execute the final the exact thing that the mission said. Let's execute the final stage of the plan. I'll set out towards Earthenshire alone and unarmed, the better to sell the act of a defenseless merchant. Assuming Wakesa is watching, he will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap on our bandit king. Just remember, we need him alive. We gotta. We just murder him. Make it a sign for the other bandits. I mean, I guess I'm hiding amongst other blue-colored flowers, so it's kind of a disguise. I'm just a giant flower that's moving around. Okay. How can I be sure someone's not watching me watch them? like in some other tree. Oh wait, I see somebody. A bunny. Oh. Bunny wants to fight. Can I kill this bunny? I hear business has been good for you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Very, very clever. Time for me to murder you. I mean, maim you. You're the gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye. Men, kill these withdrawal. They'll come back. No. God damn it. What level are they even? Slippery vermin. We'll have to interrogate his underlings instead. If you'd be so kind, Gaddes, pray leave them capable of speech. At least he knows what I'm capable of. Capable of carnage. Colorful carnage. Alright. Let's prep everything to really lay in on them. Come on. She's already dead. So are you. Palmed to death. Come on, who else? Who else wants to... What? Did they just disappear? Okay. Oh, alright. I was hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? Well, you didn't notice him before. How do you suddenly notice him now? Think I'm scared of your fancy title? I'll take your royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. No. I know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Eat pocket shit, salt lover. You'll get no answers from us. Wow. That's right, we don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where's Wuk Lamat? Oh, he's mad. Oh, maybe he's surprised that he got so mad? He doesn't really show emotion a lot, so I guess it's a big thing for him. I am fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired by whom? We weren't told that either. Only Wakesa knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we need their leader after all. Can we kill him now? Once I've arranged for the Landsguard to take custody of these criminals, I'll call on Thancred and his tracking skills. Okay, that's a good call. But perhaps you could pursue Wakesa in the meantime? The bandit was running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamati is being held. Oh, there he goes. See him. Right, no, go. Follow. Oh wait, yeah, he's trying to hide. Be one with the blue flowers. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like one of the tracking things. Like, what's her face? The Garlean girl from Endwalker. Boo. No. I didn't like that quest. Alright, yeah, I got it. Here we go. All these crazy, like, UI visuals now. Really have a lot of things to hide behind. Oh, there's a lookout there. Shit. Oh. What was that? No one here but us little capybara pups. I'm gonna turn around randomly. They always do some sneaky shit. Glad I picked Pictomancer for this. You really running the whole way? Fuck. Oh! Whoa! Okay, that was a little close. We have to be close. That's some fortification over there. Oh shit. Ah! He's looking for a Hoobigo? Are you gonna go? What is this? Oh shit. Did not see that. Alright. First try. Oh, they have like an inner base. Finally, my money. Give it to me now. The Lance Guard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our own troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You were hurting for coin, and I offered you gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a black tempest upon us. One look and I could tell the man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in the flesh. Talk about Gaddes? Oh, you flatterer. Oh, spare me your fearful bleeding. Go on, scamper away now before the scary mercenary comes to claim your head. With a giant paintbrush. Kona told me the news. You found the abductor then? What's the situation? I want to kill him, but I know I gotta wait for you guys. You think the bandits were hired by this Hoobigo? Alright, new strategy. Forget what quest and stay on the Moblins' Ja's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until we're certain they have her. Oh god, do I have to do the same thing with the Moblins' Ja now? I'll catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Part 2 of the tailing quest. Oh god damn it! I was kidding. I was really hoping it would just be a cutscene or something. Come on, I don't like these. And now he just walks. Ugh. Slow as fuck. Am I thin enough for this tree? I think so. Just taking his fucking time. He's so... Oh, wait, I was gonna say he's so confident he doesn't look behind him, but he did that one time. No, nothing here, just us birds. He says I'd better hurry if I don't want a beating. He's probably part of Bakool Ja Ja's group, right? Since he always does the underhanded shit. Oh, it is him because they've got that stupid boat that we were, like, racing with them before in the dungeon. Oh, the manatee. What? Oh, they don't need the manatee? Oh. Quitting time.
Better late than never.
Hey, Thancred.
That Moblins Ja. He's the one who kidnapped Wuk Lamat.
Probably.
So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors.
Why does Thancred sound so like, oh, I'm very dark right now? He's got almost like he's got a hoarse throat a little bit. Very intense.
That will complicate matters.
He's like a sore throat. Thancred, you okay? Oh. Yeah, we kind of fucked this up.
Confound it!
Just shoot him. You get a gun. Shoot a hole in their boat.
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
All right, do it.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What? Why would it? Why would it do that?
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
All right, good man. He's like, I knew I picked the right guy.
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
He's got his Batman voice on for this. He's taking it very seriously.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakool Ja Ja.
Yeah.
Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived.
Yeah, probably.
Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
Wow. He's letting a lot of emotions out now. He usually seems so restrained. And he does care about her. You need to calm down. Be patient, trust in Thancred. Yeah, I thought you were the cool-headed one.
I thought you were the cool-headed one.
And what exactly is that supposed to... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back.
Look, I get it.
I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic.
Is he the older brother or is she the older sister?
But isn't that how families should be?
Yeah.
These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind.
Oof.
A child.
That sucks.
All alone.
I guess he never knew why? Yeah, no explanation.
Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me.
I wonder how old he was when that happened.
I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering.
I just realized, as nice as his backstory is this the time that we have like the whole life story of this guy? Like, we're kind of on a timed thing, right? I feel like this is one of those problems that the game has where they love to do a lot of telling and not showing, because maybe we could have been finding this out in different ways, but we ground everything to a halt when we're in a timed issue of finding a kidnapped person to tell about how they were adopted and how he grew up, and you know what I mean? Like, I like the backstory. I just feel like maybe not the best time for this.
As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her.
Okay. I mean, he seems like a good guy. I already kind of knew that, but that's good.
So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Thancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
I do? I mean, we need to catch a manatee. Coax the manatee back?
Why the punitive not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
You could use the excuse of waiting for Thancred, but I just feel like if he was this worried, we probably should be more proactive and at least try to, like, look around or, like, I don't know, like, at least while he's talking, maybe scour and see what resources we have at hand. We literally just, like, stand there and just talk about it. I mean, Thancred is a professional, though, so...
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
Hopefully he's fast on their trail. How does he catch up with them so fast, though? He's just running there, right? Maybe he already unlocked flying. He's already gotten all the Aether Currents in this area. I may have put rescuing Lamat ahead of my own progress, but do not take that to mean I've given up the contest. You understand how important she is to me, yet regardless of how close we were, I would have made the same choice. After all, if I'm incapable of saving my sister while also winning the throne, then I'm not fit to inherit our father's heavy mantle. That's correct. I agree.